You ever go into a horror movie expecting one thing, like a gnarly werewolf flick, and end up with something way weirder, trippier, and somehow still satisfying? That was my experience with Alma and the Wolf. I'm still not sure I've fully processed everything I saw, but I had a good time watching the chaos unfold.
Is going on?
Where is Jack when?
It's not me.
Where did you come from?
This ends now.
He loves you. Find him.
Oh, I'm so mad. Why are you doing this?
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into Alma and the Wolf, the new surrealist horror film from director Michael Patrick Jann. You might know his name from Drop Dead Gorgeous, which is very different in tone, but here he's working in full-blown mind-bending horror territory. The movie stars Ethan Embry, Li Jun Li, Lucas Jan, and Jeremy Harris. And while I thought I was signing up for a werewolf movie, let's just say it's not quite that simple. Before we get into the plot, if you enjoy these reviews, please consider giving the video a like and subscribing to the channel. It really helps me out. And if you want to go a step further, I've got a Patreon where you can support the channel for just $1 a month. If you join at the $5 level, you can even request a review of your choice. Every bit helps me keep making content like this. Paranoia spreads through Spiral Creek on the Oregon coast after a violent animal attack and the mysterious disappearance of Officer Renacord's son. As the town begins to unravel, secrets are exposed, trust breaks down, and a deeper, more surreal horror begins to emerge from the shadows, blurring the line between man and monster, myth and madness. Let's talk about what really worked for me. First off, the performances are excellent across the board. Ethan Embry absolutely anchors this film with one of his most compelling performances in years. He plays Renacord with a mix of world weariness and desperation that makes you instantly care about what he's going through. There's something deeply relatable about a man trying to stay sane and keep control as everything around him crumbles. You just want him to catch a break, especially as things start to spiral in increasingly surreal directions. Li Jun Li is equally strong in a more ambiguous role. Her character Alma is enigmatic and unreadable in all the right ways. You're constantly questioning her motivations, whether she's a victim, a manipulator, or something else entirely. There's this quiet menace to her performance, but also a strange warmth that makes it hard to pin her down. That tension between sincerity and suspicion drives a lot of the film's unease. Creature design is another major highlight. The so-called wolf has this uncanny wrongness to it. It doesn't just look scary, it looks off, like it came from a dream or a hallucination. The movie isn't content to just give you a cool monster, it wants the creature to mess with your head. And without spoiling anything, there are some other entities introduced later on that are just as unnerving. The use of practical effects here goes a long way in making everything feel tangible and visceral. Even the weirdest moments have texture and weight. Visually, the movie leans hard into surrealism, and it works. The cinematography and production design pull a lot from Twin Peaks. You've got the foggy forest, the offbeat locals, the eerie quiet of the town, but it doesn't feel like a knockoff. There's an intentionality to the way scenes are framed and lit that gives everything a dreamlike liminal quality. The film dips into full-on dream logic at times, especially in its use of flashbacks and hallucinations, but it never loses its grip on the characters' emotional journeys. The final act is where everything clicks into place. For some people, the twist might not be a total surprise, but for me, it reframed the entire movie in a way that made me want to go back and rewatch earlier scenes. All the strange little moments, all the unexplained weirdness, it suddenly made sense, or at least felt purposeful. It's not a twist for shock value, it's a twist that adds thematic weight and emotional closure to the story. That said, it's not without its flaws. The biggest issue for me was the CGI and a key scene involving Alma. It's meant to be a visually intense moment, something transformational and deeply unsettling, but the digital effects just aren't quite there. You can tell the ambition is high, but the budget can't quite keep up. The result is a sequence that feels emotionally significant but visually distracting. It doesn't ruin the moment, but it does undercut it. Thankfully, the practical effects used elsewhere are much stronger. There's a tactile quality to the gore, the creature designs, and even the smaller surreal details, like the shifting shadows or glitchy movements. That makes the movie feel handcrafted in the best way. I just wish that one big CGI swing had landed better. Overall, though, Alma and the Wolf is a surreal, eerie, and often unpredictable ride. It plays with genre expectations in clever ways, delivers strong performances, especially from Embry and Li Jun Li, and left me thinking about its ending long after the credits rolled. Sure, the budget limitations show at times, but if you're into strange, trippy horror with a bit of a mystery box vibe, this is worth checking out. I'm giving it a 3.5 out of 5. It's not a perfect film, but it's definitely a memorable one, and I'm curious to see what Michael Patrick Jann does next if he keeps exploring the horror genre. Let me know in the comments if you've seen Alma and the Wolf, and what your theories were while watching it. Did you figure out what was really going on before the ending? And once again, if you liked the video, please hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. If you want to support the channel directly, check out my Patreon. It's just $1 a month to help me keep making videos like this, or $5 a month if you want to request a review of your own. Links are in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.